Welcome to WesternSlopeNow.com. Meteorologist Russ Pappas here. Just want to throw these out. Going to hit home with these safety tips. You cannot burn under red flag warnings. And we're under a red flag warning for not just the Western Slope, but this is pushing inland towards the high country. Now, number two, it's not just the vehicles. It's not just your cars. It's the recreational vehicles as well. Dry grass is extremely flammable, folks. Your engine, it heats up. Even when you park it, it's still very hot. Try to avoid parking in tall grass because you're going to have yourself a big problem quick. And if you work with equipment, power tools that could spark, those little sparks can easily ignite around your workspace, your warehouse, your garage, your backyard. And while we're talking about those personal spaces, you might want to build a defensible space around your perimeter. I'm talking about your home, your property, and a defensible space means clear out all that clutter, the leaves, the branches, the deadfall, anything that is combustible that's just leaning up against the house. Open that space up by at least 15 feet. Now, I know there's an official perimeter, but open it wide. Open it wide. Don't let fire jump that gap. And number four, I'm not going to say anything, but number four is equally important as well. So, on our hazy sky graphic, just a light haze across the majority of Colorado. The darker grays represent moderate to high or thick haze. We don't have that today. We could see a little bit more haze on Thursday as we're getting some stronger winds, and that should transport more smoke in from New Mexico, in from Arizona. That's where the majority of the wildfires are. But we have a wildfire just outside of Rangeley, Colorado, Rio Blanco County. So we're going to be sending some crews up that way. So you're going to want to follow us, not just on WesternSlopeNow.com, but our evening broadcast for updates on that. So we have red flag warning across the Western Slope. You can see it's pushing into Pitkin County, right into Eagle County as well, all the way down, up and down the Western Slope of Colorado. We also have a wind advisory for Grand Junction, the Grand Valley tomorrow, and we have a wind warning for the northwest corner of Colorado. And that falls over, that we're calling it the Dragon Fire, in and outside of Rangeley, Colorado. So that's going to create some problems. A wind warning, a high wind warning, that's 50+ mile/hour wind gusts. Strong winds. And we're anticipating that on Thursday as well. So be mindful of your surroundings when you're outside. So far, top wind gusts on this Wednesday rather subdued, between 10 and 25 miles per hour. These are going to jump up. We should see some 50-mile-per-hour gusts recorded on Thursday. Temperatures also not as hot, but that's okay. These are hotter than the average. Upper 80s at Montrose so far, low 90s at Grand Junction so far. And we will go hotter on Thursday, mid-90s, near 90s. The really great thing, the silver lining with all this, is the wind generator is passing by to our north. It's drawing up the hot temperatures, it's drawing up the cloud cover, it's drawing up the smoke from the southwest. But once it passes by Thursday night into Friday, it's actually going to introduce less hot temperatures. So on Friday, you're going to see temperatures going to the lower 90s instead of the middle 90s. There's some relief there, but it's only short-lived. Oh, by the way, that same system that's bringing the wind is also going to crank out some cloud coverage Wednesday night through Thursday. We should clear Thursday, and we'll remain clear under a high-pressure system through the weekend. That same high-pressure system is going to start cooking. Triple digits for the first time of the season are very possible. And then when we stretch into next week, if that high still remains overhead, then we could see some temperature records, either ties or set. Now, we do anticipate a little bit more haze on Thursday, and you can see it's in the forecast for Montrose today. Near 90 degrees for the next couple of days, upper 90s for the end of the weekend and the start of next week. These are hot temperatures. We're supposed to be in the low 80s for Montrose this time of the year.